A German student studying in IIT Madras has been asked to leave India allegedly due to his participation in the anti-CAA protests. Jakob came to IIT Madras to pursue PG in physics for 2 semesters under an exchange program. However, today he was asked by the immigration authorities to return to his country, allegedly for violating his visa rules.
Why are you part of this protest?
Oh, to show solidarity, because human rights are an issue everywhere.
Why are you part of this protest?
Oh, to show solidarity, because human rights are an issue everywhere. Rule sorted out the administrational problems. We had this political debate. Then she sent me out and told me she was just finalizing some documents for my for resident permit renewal. And then afterwards she called me in and opened to me that I had to leave the country.
Let's go across to Shilpa now for more on this. Shilpa, was it about Jakob participating in the CAA protest, or was there genuinely a problem with the visa, that he had flouted some norms?
Well, Swati, Jakob definitely feels that, he was asked to go back to Germany because of his participation in anti-CAA protests that took place in Chennai. He, of course, says that the immigration officer said that he has exceeded his visa regulations, and that is the reason why he's being asked to go back to his country. And he was informed by his department staff to go to the immigration office. And after a long meeting, he was questioned about his political views, his participation in the protest, and he was informed that he has violated the student visa regulations. And now, he, of course, spoke to Times Now as well, and he says, he believes that, this has happened because of his participation in these protests. And he says, why can't a person with a valid visa be allowed to participate in civil life? And if India calls itself a democracy, then why can't he participate in legal demonstration? He also says there was some kind of an issue with regards to his resident permit, but that, of course, was sorted out during the beginning of the meeting itself.
So Jakob is saying at this point in time, Shilpa, that the issue was sorted out, but what are the authorities saying?
Well, what we're given to understand at this point in time is that, the authorities, of course, have said that a student who has come to India on a visa, he should restrict himself to the campus and not take part in protests such as these. So probably that could be the reason why, this happened. But what Jakob, of course, claims is that there was no other issue, but only, there was a problem regarding his participation in these protests. He had taken part in demonstrations inside and outside the IIT Madras campus, and several student groups from IIT, be it Chintabar or the Ambedkar Peria Study Circle, all of them have come out with a statement saying that they stand in solidarity with Jakob. And Jakob also said that during the meeting that he had with immigration officials, he was questioned about his political view on such as liberalism and immigration.
All right, Shilpa, thank you. Thank you for joining us with those details.